General Hospital spoilers reveal that the health situation of Carly and Sonny is becoming the greatest nightmare Port Charles has ever witnessed. Their enemies are silently watching, waiting for the moment when both of them fall, to tear apart everything they have built over the years. But the scariest thing is not the external enemies, but their weakening from within, a spiraling decline that may lead both of them down a road from which they might never recover. Carly, the woman who has always been strong and overcome every challenge, now lies motionless in her hospital bed, battling the poison slowly destroying her body. After being poisoned with polonium, the doctors at General Hospital have done everything they can, but her condition continues to worsen. The poison not only caused immediate damage but is spreading, slowly eroding each cell and organ in her body. Even more dangerously, the damage may be permanent. If she survives, it's uncertain whether she will fully recover. The doctors are concerned that without a special treatment, Carly won't survive. Her family is still not fully aware of the gravity of the situation. They continue to believe Carly will fight and overcome, just as she always has in the past. But this time, the truth is much harsher. Her body is running out of strength, and no one can guarantee she will have enough time to fight off the deadly poison. But the tragedy doesn't stop with Carly. Sonny, the man who has stood firm against every challenge, is now being betrayed by his own body. His heart condition has become more severe than ever. For years, Sonny has hidden his illness, not wanting anyone to know that he is no longer invincible. But now, he can no longer avoid the truth. His chest pains have become more frequent, his heartbeat increasingly erratic, and with all the current stress, the death of Carly, enemies closing in, his body has been pushed to its absolute limit. The doctors have warned that if Sonny doesn't have surgery soon, a heart attack could strike at any moment, and this time, there may not be anyone fast enough to save him. But the terrifying thing is that Sonny hasn't fully accepted this reality. He doesn't want surgery. He doesn't want to step away from the fight, even for a short time. He knows that if he weakens, his enemies will not hesitate to strike. But he also knows that if he continues to delay, he may not get another chance to do anything. And worst of all, Sonny doesn't want surgery while Carly is still in a coma. He fears that when he wakes up, she won't be there anymore. The cruel coincidence leaves everyone in turmoil. The deaths of Sonny and Carly might happen at the same time. If Carly doesn't survive the poison, and Sonny collapses upon hearing the news, it would not only be a shock but also the cruelest tragedy Port Charles has ever witnessed. An empire will fall, enemies will swarm in, and those who once relied on Sonny and Carly won't know where to turn. How will their family face this? What will Jocelyn do when she loses the mother she loves so dearly? What will Michael, who has always seen Carly as a role model and Sonny as his rock, do when both of them leave him at the same time? Can anyone replace them, protect the legacy they left, or will everything collapse completely? Their enemies are waiting. Sidwell, Brennan, Valentine, all are ready to take advantage of this moment of weakness to seize power. Once Sonny and Carly are gone, who will rise to confront these forces? Will Jason, the only one who can fight for them, be able to carry everything alone when he himself is facing personal struggles? Port Charles is on the brink of the greatest storm it has ever faced. And if Sonny and Carly both leave at the same time, it will never be the same again. It's not just a personal loss, but the collapse of an era. One thing is certain. What happens in the days ahead will decide the fate of everyone, and no matter who wins or loses, nothing will remain intact after this storm. The temporary departure of Laura and Maurice is throwing General Hospital and Port Charles into chaos. Carly and Sonny aren't just cornerstone characters in the show, they are the ones who hold much of the power and influence in town. When both of them disappear at once, it not only creates a massive void in the storyline but is also a huge shock to everyone close to them. For years, Carly and Sonny have built a solid empire, from the underground world to family life, from power struggles to turbulent romances. But now, with both of them leaving Port Charles simultaneously, everything they have protected is on the verge of collapse. Their enemies, the forces they once kept in check, will not miss this opportunity to rise and seize control. Without Carly, her family is lost. Jocelyn, who has always relied on her mother for guidance, will now have to face life without Carly by her side. This will force Jocelyn to mature quickly, but it will also put her in greater danger than ever before. Will Jocelyn be able to stand firm against the lurking threats without Carly to protect her? Michael, who has always seen Carly as his guide, will now have to make difficult decisions without his mother there to offer advice. With his position in the Quartermain family in the business world, Michael may have to shoulder more responsibility, but can he do so while still grappling with the loss of his mother? Without Sonny, the underground world of Port Charles falls into unprecedented chaos. For many years, Sonny has been the one to maintain order in the underground world, ensuring that, despite confrontations, there were boundaries no one dared to cross. But now, with Sonny gone, people like Valentine, Sidwell, Brennan, and perhaps even some new underground forces will battle for power. Will anyone step up to replace Sonny and protect Port Charles from falling into the hands of the most dangerous criminals? Jason may be the only one capable of stepping into Sonny's role, but even he is facing his own internal battles. Jason is no longer the invincible warrior he once was. The injuries, losses, and especially his physical decline are causing him to question whether he still has the strength to keep fighting. If Jason tries to carry everything alone, he may be overwhelmed and fall into even more danger. The biggest question fans have right now is, will Carly and Sonny leave for the same reason, or will each have a separate story leading to their disappearance? Rumors suggest that a major tragedy may unfold, forcing both Carly and Sonny to leave town. It could be a dangerous attack, a plot from an old enemy, or even a betrayal from those they trusted most. If both of them vanish in a single major event, it will send shockwaves through General Hospital. It's also possible Carly and Sonny will leave in different ways. Carly may be forced to run after a surprise attack, or perhaps she will be kidnapped, causing her loved ones to do whatever it takes to bring her back. Meanwhile, Sonny may face the consequences of his long-hidden health issues. If Sonny is forced into surgery after a dangerous heart attack, will he survive the operation and return stronger? Or will this be the biggest turning point of his life, forcing him to leave Port Charles for an extended time to recover? The absence of Carly and Sonny will undoubtedly spark a new power struggle. Without Carly, who will take over her business? Who will protect the legacy she built? Without Sonny, who will step up to control the underground world? It's possible that Ava will try to seize the opportunity to strengthen her position in Port Charles. She has always been one of the strongest women in town, and without Carly, she might find a way to wield even more power. But is Ava really strong enough to face the dangerous enemies lurking? Jocelyn may be pushed to the center of this story, forced to mature quickly to protect her mother's legacy. Will Jocelyn become a new force in Port Charles, or will she be drawn into dark schemes she isn't ready to face? Meanwhile, Valentine may be quietly waiting for this moment to implement his plans. Without Sonny, Valentine could become the strongest person in town, seizing the power he's always desired. But will anyone stop him before it's too late? Whether Carly and Sonny are gone for a short or long time, one thing is certain: Port Charles will never be the same again. The days ahead will witness a massive shift in how the town operates, from the underground world to personal relationships. Key characters will have to adapt to the new situation, and power struggles will intensify more than ever before. But the biggest question remains: when Carly and Sonny return, what condition will they be in? Will they be able to reclaim their place, or has too much changed? And if they can't return as they once were, who will step up to take over and change the fate of Port Charles forever? One thing is for sure: General Hospital is about to enter one of its most dramatic phases, and whether Carly and Sonny return or not, this town will never be the same again. Secrets will be revealed, schemes will unfold, and new battles will erupt. It's only a matter of time. The return of Morgan and Michael is not just a family reunion but the beginning of a series of tense events, placing Port Charles in more danger than ever before. Carly and Sonny built their empire over the years, but now, with both of them absent, their sons must face the heavy responsibility to protect and continue the legacy their parents left behind. But are they strong enough to do so, or will their return bring an uncontrollable storm? Morgan has been missing for a long time, and many believed he was dead. But when he suddenly returns to Port Charles, the biggest question is, what has Morgan gone through during his absence? Is he still the person his family knew, or has he been transformed by mysterious events from the past? Morgan's return brings hope to the family, but it also brings a wave of secrets waiting to explode. Who helped him come back? Where has he been all this time? And most importantly, is he still loyal to the family, or does his return carry an unforeseen threat? Michael, Carly's eldest son, has always stood between two worlds, one of the wealthy and powerful Quartermain family, and the other of Sonny's empire in the underground world. Now, with the absence of his parents, Michael is forced to choose a path. Will he take over Carly and Sonny's businesses to maintain the family's power, or will he look for a new direction, away from the darkness his parents created? But no matter which path he chooses, one thing is certain: Sonny and Carly's enemies won't leave him in peace. The underground forces are watching Michael's every move, waiting for the chance to take him down before he can consolidate power. The return of Morgan and Michael is not just a family reunion, it is a major shift in the power balance of Port Charles. With Sonny and Carly absent, opposing forces like Sidwell, Brennan, and Valentine are all looking for ways to seize control. But if Morgan and Michael decide to join forces, they could become a dangerous duo, ready to fight to protect what is theirs. However, the difference in mentality and approach between the two brothers could become a significant issue. Morgan, with his impulsive and emotional personality, may choose the path of revenge, ready to confront those who have threatened his family. Meanwhile, Michael, who is always more cautious and strategic, might prefer a more careful approach to control the situation. Can the brothers share the responsibility, or will their differing approaches lead to conflict? Furthermore, the return of Morgan and Michael could put Jocelyn in more danger than ever before. As their sister, Jocelyn has grown up in the shadow of Carly and Sonny, but now, she too faces significant life decisions. Will Jocelyn join the battle to protect her family, or will she choose her own path, separate from the dangers her brothers are facing? However, the most terrifying possibility is the presence of a traitor within. Port Charles has always been full of schemes, and there is no guarantee that Morgan's return doesn't come with an undisclosed threat. If there is a power behind his return, they may be using him for a darker purpose. Is Morgan truly himself, or has he become a pawn in someone else's game? No matter what the outcome, one thing is certain: the return of Morgan and Michael will completely change the game. Port Charles will never be the same again, and the power struggle will only grow more intense. But can they protect the legacy of Carly and Sonny, or will they become the next pawns in this never-ending war? One thing is certain: these coming days will be explosive, and Port Charles will never be the same. There is no precise information on when Laura and Maurice will return to General Hospital, but Carly and Sonny's absence is completely changing the storyline of Port Charles. Without them, the town is falling into chaos, and power relationships are being shaken more than ever before. The characters who once depended on Carly and Sonny must now find a way to survive, while underground forces are vying for control of the power vacuum they've left behind. Carly's disappearance has created a huge gap in her family's life. Jocelyn, who always had her mother for guidance, is now forced to make the most important decisions of her life alone. Without Carly's protection, Jocelyn may be pulled into more dangerous schemes than ever before, especially as she is being drawn into the WSB world. Will Jocelyn be strong enough to face the lurking threats, or will she become the next target? Michael is also standing at a crossroads with important choices ahead. Without Carly to lean on, he must take on the responsibility of protecting his family, while also facing enemies targeting Sonny's legacy. However, Sonny's absence opens up an opportunity for other forces to take over Port Charles. Sidwell and Brennan will surely seize this opportunity, and Valentine may take advantage of the situation to solidify his own position. The bigger concern is how Port Charles will operate without Sonny. For years, he maintained balance in the underground world, ensuring enemies were kept at bay. But now, without Sonny, these opposing forces will no longer be held back. Valentine, Sidwell, and other criminal organizations might battle for territory, turning Port Charles into a more dangerous battleground than ever before. Jason, although still struggling with his own issues, may be the only one able to stand up and protect Sonny's legacy. But even Jason is not what he used to be. Past injuries, physical decline, and losses have made him no longer the unbeatable assassin he once was. Will he have enough strength to fight, or will this be the first time Jason faces a battle he can't win? The big questions still remain unanswered. What state will Carly and Sonny return in? Will they still be able to regain their position, or has everything changed too much? And most importantly, who will stand up to protect Port Charles in their absence? One thing is certain, GH is entering one of its most dramatic stages, and whether Carly and Sonny return or not, Port Charles will never be the same again.